Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are trying out a new foundation, and the foundation is the new Morphe. This is the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. So if you want to go ahead and see what this looks like on my skin and my thoughts, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so diving on into this foundation, this is what the box looks like. I kind of scoot over. Hopefully I'm going to attempt to put up information here on the foundation, but just to kind of go over this with you, it is a medium to full coverage foundation. It says this long wearing, oil-free, natural finish foundation hydrates skin and blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. It's infused with hyaluronic acid, a skin smoothing moisture booster, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, glycerin, a hydrator for a healthy looking glow. And anything else? This is a 28 ml bottle, 0.94 fluid ounces. So a typical foundation is about 1 fluid ounces, so this is a little bit short of that. This does retail for $20 as well. I picked mine up at Ulta and I got the shade Light 7. I'm hoping this is going to be good for me. I'm really bad at shade matching, especially when we don't have access to testers, which I completely understand why we don't have access to them. It just makes picking out your foundation a little bit harder. So normally for me, I end up getting something that's either too light or too dark. So I'm hoping I did pretty good. Whenever you do purchase this with Ulta, they do give you a free brush as well. This brush is the Filter Effect Foundation brush, the E63, and it looks really cool. Typically I apply my foundations with a sponge, but because we got the brush, I'm going to incorporate that as well. All right, so I went ahead and pulled my hair back. Let's go ahead and pop into the foundation so we can see if I got a nice shade or not. I think this one I got is with pink undertones, if I'm not mistaken. And I typically don't go for like pink undertones. I typically do neutral, but I do have like the redness and stuff in my skin. So I would say that hopefully this is gonna work. Now I do want to also point out that I am trying this on skin that I have slightly oily skin. It's not extremely oily, but it is slightly oily. If you can see like some shininess around here. I do have acne in these areas and a lot of texture. So that is what we are playing with trying out this foundation. It does come in a nice glass frosted bottle, very nice packaging, a lot more luxe than their other one. I actually did enjoy their other foundation because I do like that mattifying foundation, but a lot of people did not. And this is what the pump looks like. Very, very nice. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with here. All right, so that is the shade. And I did that's 2 pumps on my hand. So I'm going to, let's see. Might be a tad dark, but it looks like it shouldn't be too bad. And I'm just gonna start putting it on my face here. Okay, so I had to take it all off because I completely forgot to prep my skin. So I wanted to make sure this review had my favorite primer on and everything for this full review. So we're gonna start over here. So now I'm going to just put 2 pumps again on here, and actually I'll do 3 pumps. And instead of putting it on the back of my hand, I'm just gonna put it on my plate here, and I'm gonna dot it all over the face now that I am properly primed. And the primer that I used is my Milk Hydro Grip. I love that primer. All right, so take 2. All right, so this is just with the one layer that I did. I do want to add more and try to build it up in certain areas, but looking in my mirror, I already see like a filter effect happening where like it's blurring stuff. And it looks really nice on the skin, but for me, I want a little bit more coverage. So I'm just gonna pick some up on my brush and just plop it in the areas that I want more coverage. All right, so this is my skin with some extra layers added on to build it up to fuller coverage, and it looks so nice. I hope that you guys can see how well this looks. I mean, obviously I've got bumps that are gonna pop through. Like, there's just nothing I can do about that, but overall, like where I added more coverage, it really worked. And I don't know if you can kind of see in this area here, it's doing a blurring effect, and it is so beautiful. I know my lighting and my phone that I film on is obviously not the best thing, but when I'm looking in my own mirror right now, the freaking blurriness that it's causing on like my pores and everything just looks so smooth and beautiful. Obviously this shit is a little too dark for me. I could definitely go down a notch, but this is so beautiful. All right, so now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is complete my full face, and we'll be right back so you can see what it looks like with my favorite products on top, and we're gonna do check-ins throughout the day as well. All right, guys, so this is what my skin looks like now with everything on. I will say I feel like I've got like a nice like natural glow to my skin. Really good, especially with me having oily skin. It doesn't look bad, and it looks so smoothing in these areas, especially my T-zone. Obviously here I've got acne. It's gonna poke through. It is what it is, but it looks so smooth. It's not settling into any lines, and it looks really, really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some check-ins with you guys throughout the rest of the day to show you how the rest of the day goes with this foundation on. Hey guys, I'm here to give you guys an update. It's been about 3.5 hours, and I think my face is looking pretty good. Obviously my lips are off because I am eating, but everything still looks kind of blurred. I mean, of course you do see my texture and stuff because they're bumps that are just gonna pop out, but mainly like in this region, it still looks pretty good. And it's holding up nice, and I honestly don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face, which is a really good thing. I don't feel heaviness or anything like that. So this is my update. I'll be back with you guys in a couple more hours to give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, so this is my final checkup of the makeup. I've had my makeup on for around 6 hours now, and this is what we are looking like. Obviously, I had some come off in certain areas. It's cracking a little bit on my nose. Obviously, because I have oily skin, I see a little bit more oil coming through. But it still looks kind of good in these areas. It still kind of looks a little blurred. Do I think that this foundation is super long wearing? No. Obviously, I mean, look at the crack on my nose, and I haven't been wearing a mask or anything. I think it's a really nice foundation, and I will definitely continue to use it, but I don't think that it's long wearing. I will say what I do like is that my face doesn't look oily, greasy. It looks like a natural, like healthy glow. And I do like that. I also feel like I can't feel it on my face. So everything feels very, very light, which I enjoy. I'm sure maybe other people might feel differently. Of course, we all have our own opinions, but I definitely feel like it's not heavy on my skin, nor does it look cakey, which is good. So I really like this foundation. I do see it getting into my lines a little bit right in here, but nothing too bad. What do you guys think? How do you guys think that my skin looks? Anyway, I definitely think I want to keep playing around with it a little bit more and seeing how I like it. I definitely have tried worse foundations. I really do like this foundation, so I think I'll definitely be continuing on to use this foundation. I just wish it might have been a little bit more long wearing and not breaking out and breaking off in some of the areas that it's breaking off in. But anyway, though, if you guys like this review, please don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Let me know if you've tried out this foundation and what your thoughts are. Also, if you have any opinions as to how you think that my skin looks with it as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. I'd love to have you guys a part of the fam. Anyway, though, I am ready to take my makeup off and enjoy the rest of my night. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.